So I invite us to come up standing, preferably you have a chair or, a wall close by. If you're good in balance, you don't need any of that. Because I thought this morning we do a little bit working more on our balance. So I cut off my head because it's good, the head wants to be in control. So we skip that part. I want you to face the back of your chair. If the chair's not there, you can have your hands on the wall. And I want you just to come up really as high up onto your toes as possible. And then you roll back very slowly back up onto your heels, which means you lift your toes. Spread your toes, feel the entire width of your foot come up and down. You're stimulating a lot of the nerve endings in our toes. And it's so interesting, if you see people whose body are aging, they're losing the contact to the earth. So the earth element starts to weaken. So the more we work on our feet, the better. Remember to put a little, dip of sesame oil or some kind of oil under your soles before you go to bed. Rub it in. That will strengthen your earth element. It's also when we become aware of our balance is shifting. It's a sign that the earth element is doing its job. Because if we move towards death, the elements are starting to weaken. That's when we end up, hopefully not, on walkers or on canes. But if we work our feet, massage them, rub them, get reflexology, that would be really a good idea. And we can access all the organs through our feet. It's a beautiful work. Okay, last little bit. Good. So now I'd like for you to bring your right foot forward, left foot steps back, and your left foot, I want you to look down. Your left foot, the toes need to point forward. And then you bend your right knee, so your right knee touches the back of your chair or the wall in front of you. And you stretch your hamstrings. And here we stay, long, deep breathing. See that your left heel is touching the floor. If you don't feel the stretch, you want to step a little further back. Very simple. If the toes, the back toes are just slightly to the left, you don't get really the stretch. Ensure that your toes pointing straight forward. And with all our sitting, the hamstrings suffer the most. And then we get nicely uptight. That has an impact on our lower back and, it has a whole ripple effect. So just a little bit more. Then inhale deeply, switch your feet. Ensure that you look down. Left foot forward, right foot back. Ensure your right toe is pointing forward, and then bend your left knee until you feel a good stretch. Keep your torso up. You're not leaning forward or back. Just keep it straight. Deep breath. You can easily, this morning we just do a minute of the stretch, but you can, if you do it on your own, you can stay there for 2 minutes. It's good. And it's so nice because you can do the same against the wall, so you really don't need anything. You don't need to buy anything. You didn't need any props that you have to shop for. Good, come out of the posture. Have one hand on your chair. Left hand. So I have my right hand on the chair, left hand is around my waist. I bring my left knee up, big rotations. Forward, out to the side and back. Really getting the leg joint, hip rotation in here. And it could be that you don't need to hold on to anything. You can have both hands around your waist. That's just fine. But it's just okay to hold on to a wall. Safety comes first. We do 5 more. And if that's too much, then you just simply take a little break. Good, rest your left foot onto the ground. Now look down. Keep your left foot flexed and it just goes out to the side and back in. Really just keep your legs straight, foot is flexed. Last 5. Beautiful. Just take a moment, shake your legs. Now we reverse the direction of our rotation, bringing our left knee back, out to the side and forward. The more we grow up, the more we need to oil our hip bones. Joint need a lot of fluidity. I do 5 more. Wonderful. Shake your legs a little bit. And then we do the same on the other side. First hip rotation, and I move forward out to the side and then back. We're sitting far too much. And I think that's the great thing. If you travel, you see how in other nations people are walking all the time. So we're driving a lot. And we're sitting a lot on our computers or in our offices. So our bodies don't get enough movement in anymore. Last 5. Last 1. Place your right foot next to your left. Keep your right foot flexed. Leg just moves out to the side. Oops. I have a drum here. Don't want to harm. You might feel this a little bit, that's good. If there's pain, you stop. Last 5. Good. Shake your legs a little bit. And then we do the backward rotation. Right knee back, out to the side and forward. It's okay to lose balance. Let's come back. Last 5. Last 1. Good. Shake your legs. So you can hold on again to your chair. And I just want you to step forward with one foot, bring one knee onto the ground and step back. This will get our heart rate going a little bit, which is good. Same leg. Let's do 2 more. Good, and switch legs. Last 2. Perfect. Take a deep breath here. You might feel this, huh? Let me do. Now you can see my face again. Okay. So balancing on one foot is really crucial for us, huh? So again, safety. If you want to hold on, you hold on. Otherwise, bring the outer leg into the inside of your thigh. For some, that's too much. Then place the foot wherever it works for you. And hands just in prayer pose in front of the heart center. Long, deep breathing. Eyes are open, gaze to the floor in front of you. Regulate your breath. These balancing postures are always a great opportunity to look into our life, to see where am I out of balance. Because the outer can be a reflection for the inner and vice versa. Last 15 seconds. And sometimes we are not rock solid in our balance. Don't get discouraged. Just come back into the posture. It's fine. Exhale, palms facing down. Slowly come out of the posture. Do the other leg. If you have a wall, you can hold on to the wall. Long, deep breathing. We just do 1 minute. So our last asana this morning. I invite you to put the tree pose or any other balancing pose into your regular schedule. We want to be capable standing on one foot when we're in our 90s. So we better prepare now to start the practice. When we're 90, will be a little harder. The last 15 seconds. Beautiful. Palms facing down, exhale. And for a moment, place both hands onto your heart center. So just below your belly button, breathe into your hands. And exhale, open mouth. Inhale. Exhale. One more time.